equal ninth, or instead ninth on the rankings coming into stop number 6. Griffin Colapinto already number 4 in the world, as he's produced some really big results, multiple final showings in the first half of the season.
The drive to be to that final 5.
Looks like we're getting started. Happy finals day. Yago Dora starting off with the right. Remember, 2 runs. That means 2 lefts, 2 rights. You got to keep your best right, your best left to make it to the semifinals. Quick pocket ride for Dora. Nice clean snap. Belts it again. I love how smooth he is. He doesn't even have to think in between these types of turns, but they're all dynamic, all right where they're supposed to be, right in the pocket. Now slowing down the bottom turn to attack the lip as it bottoms out. That is a tough transition. Winding up for the finish, one of the best aerialists in the game. Can't find his feet on that whip. Yago Dora, so rare fall there at the end section. Rosie, what about the start?
Yeah, he hammered it. I mean, releasing that tail, and you're so right, he's so consistently making these big moves on the inside, and I think that's, you could tell there was just that little bit of, okay, I left something on the plate. There's a scrap that I could have snaffled up, and that fall right there, not completing that maneuver. He's going to have to tidy that up on the next right.
Pops is always so positive. Even with the fall, he's clapping, and smiling. It's great. But I mean, that transition you had mentioned going into that last barrel, so challenging. He timed it perfectly for it, so he could actually get the barrel and have enough speed to get this maneuver up above the lip. Didn't pull it off, obviously, so it's left a little bit out there. He pulls that down, we see.
To earn the berth straight into the final from the qualifying round. Dora stepping into pace. Second move, front side hook. Third turn, he's got a little air drop, and he just gets off balance.
That's so, I mean, it happens. You don't see it coming either.
Number 4 in the world. Starting off just tracking on that Matt Biola surfboard. They call them lost surfboards, they call them mayhems. He loves them under his feet. Getting barreled and still traveling. Griffin gets the exit. Morning was.
Oh, what a deep tube ride to start off. A little off kilter, then into the tube. Beautiful. Comes out, hits the lip. Another big gouge. Oh, fins are out. What? Come on. Let's go. Griff warming up here on the inside. Bang. Throws tail again. What's up? Griffin Colapinto time starting up from last night. He's right back on his game. Big front side air again. Oh, and he goes over the handlebars. He was looking incredible right there. If he would have stuck that, we would have been going into the 9s, I think. Woo! It's on, Griffin Colapinto.
A lot of excitement, Morning Strider.
Flawlessly choreographed. I mean, he was out in front when he needed to be. He ditched the fins, he slid the tail, he got critical when it was all about staying close to that pocket. I mean, you talk about utilizing the critical sections of the wave, and with creativity, I think for me, he's ticking all of those kind of criteria boxes.
I think he's done better on the left in his first run, which is really going to open up when he has a second chance at the right.
I would agree there. I mean, this is a big moment because it is a little tougher for the backhanders to get bigger numbers on these rights, and you have to do certain things that aren't easy and very risky. That little tail waft right there can get you caught behind really, all the timing there. They have to come back around. Look, he's straight back on that inside rail because of the barrel.
And he almost doesn't get that head under the lip right there. So that, we know that theatrical feel of just getting it under and hooking under that lip, but he does it so well timed.
And there's a safe way to approach that end section. That was not safe when you're almost getting clipped. Judges have been rewarding that approach, and then to finish with a blow tail, nose pick reverse. Not everybody has that.
And as clean as can be, getting out of it too.
He didn't burn off any speed, not even for the barrel. He didn't have to butt drag.
Current number 4 in the world, knowing that there's a lot on the line for points on the WSL Final 5. He's missed out on it in 2 consecutive seasons by about 1 spot. This year's feeling a bit different. Great start, nice cool flow there. This is kind of where Yago went down, and he crushes that section. Already a positive performance from Griff. Nice backhand climb, fin ditch to show variety. Blasting the fins again, using that whitewater coping well. Big fan on the backside hack, so he's able to mix it up well. Blows the tail out in the hollow section. That was risky. Unreal transition. Maybe one more move. Backside blow tail reverse. How you feeling?
And told me he was feeling good to go back. And then the funny thing was, like, his dad came over, added an extra layer of wax, turned to him and said, you know, son, we got punches like this early, just to wake up, go back there and destroy. So let's see what's going to happen.
Great advice. Thank you, Y.Dora. Already doing well in that opening section. Staying nice and tight in the pocket. Fueled off his dad's wisdom. Take that punch and come back swinging. He's already done that. Right here to improve, he's got a better 6'5". Pushing that point, that was risky. Big blowtail control that hammers it. Tube time for Dora. Just a little bit out front, but this is what he's famous for. Big backside rotation, second effort on that move. Incomplete again. The final left for Yago Dora to see if he has a shot to make it into the semifinals. Finals day continues here at the Surf Ranch right after this.
So here we go. Yago. He's gonna glide in. Beware of the wounded warrior, my friend. He's got a big gash on his forehead and on his nose, and he is ready to go. He's rumbling. Big snap into the top, off the bottom, straight up through the lip right there. Buckets everywhere. Nice transition, beautiful. Lip line glide right there with the fins are out again. Great flow on this wave right now. Hasn't gone crazy, but it looks really good, Joe.
It certainly does, Waz. That was a big blowtail, risky move for Dora, and that's going to be it. Couldn't find the magic from yesterday. Hit the bottom on his first left. Took a little deep breath, didn't improve on the right.
On this wave, the beginning part of it, you're like, okay, this is setting up. He's doing so much better. You think he's got it. What happened, Pete?
He just went for it. It's what he needed to do, but he gets it reverted back the other direction here. And right then, the footwork, just a tinge off. I guess the same thing happened on the way before, so just a little off today. I mean, this thing about what these surfers have had. They've been here for a good 5 days probably, warming up. So it's been a full burn on legs. Everything looked good right here. It's just those little subtle mistakes, as Strider mentioned. And unfortunately, that footwork, jumping back to his feet right there, just didn't put it in the right place, off balance, and goes down.
Taking in the deep breaths. Great words from Tommy Whitaker as Griffin starts his second run. Remember, no consequence here. He's already in the semifinals, so he's going to be cruising. But I love how Tommy, with his keen eye, longtime CT standout, longtime coach, they picked out something different on the wave today.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is there's these subtle. I mean, we did have a long day yesterday. The machine was going heavily. We've got sun beating. So occasionally the water moves around.
I'm always so impressed by that. The wave looks like almost very similar to each and every day, but the coaches have to be aware of maybe a certain section that's changing. And I just love this crowd.
He did call it out the rodeo, though, so we have an expectation now.
It's a very short list of surfers that have pulled this off here at the Surf Ranch, let alone in the ocean as well. In the ocean, I remember in heats like Maddie Wilkinson would pull it off. Such a really difficult rotation. And this is all just pace work. I wish I could do that. All cruising, not putting out too much energy.
What's cool is that he did produce an excellent number on the backhand, and I think that's going to be a confidence builder moving into the semi.
Here it comes. Let's see if he can get it. He's out in front of the barrel. There's the lip. He's got a good spot to go for. There's the rodeo, Griffin.
He had it. That was it.
Almost got it.
Everything was perfect, right? It's just the transition so tight. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I mean, he's setting it up. Look at this is where he's figuring it out. Where's it at? Where's it at? Because he has to get the landing right. And oh man, it was there. Just that, the transition right there, a little too tight.
Like if the wave was maybe 1 foot bigger, you get to do that.
Thank you, Griffin.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I think by looking at his approach here, he's done this a lot. Griff, you got to post more of these when you land him in your free serves. Because you can tell he's done that before. It was really promising in the WSL Final 5 for Griff, and also for Olympic qualification season. Colapinto did it in one run, and a tough break there for Dora. We saw him hit his head on his first left, had the cut and scrape on his forehead, went back out to fight again, and just fell.